But Sonny now if he was to leave, he leaves in the same stature as players like Graham Roberts, as players like, big
100%.
captains for us that have won a major trophy. He's up there with the Steve Perrymans and the Danny Blanchflowers of this football club. He is etched in the history books of this football club as a winning captain.
Sam Wallace has just reported from the Telegraph that Son Heung-min could be set to leave Tottenham this summer as an exclusive, as the teams from the Saudi Pro League are looking to sign him essentially, and Tottenham look to reshape their squad ahead of the Champions League season. They see it as an opportunity to generate funds ahead of the new season and reshape their squad, and he is a target for a lot of the teams in the Saudi Pro League, and Tottenham could look to cash in on him.
The thing is, I believe the first bit of it saying that Spurs might look to cash in on Son this summer. I can believe that. However, I do think that potentially Son being at this football club for an extra year might be worth more than a transfer fee that we're going to get in with the revenue that he comes. But I don't know. I just can't see Son going to Saudi.
Yeah, I don't think he'd want to go to Saudi. That's also another thing. He's still still 32, and he's still, whatever you want to say about how good of a season he had, he was still our top. He had
goal
contributions in the whole squad as well. So I think when he's fit and sharp, he's still our best attacker at the team, in the squad. And how much you realistically even going to get for him? I guess if it's Saudi coming in for him, you might get a pretty good amount. It's more about how much Son would get maybe than the transfer fee. But yeah, I mean, on one point, obviously, you could argue 32-year-old winger, not currently on the decline, has a chance to get 1 year left on his contract, a chance to get money. But as well, on the flip side, he's still our best attacker. He's still got so much to offer. He still brings up so much. So he still brings so much for the club. We're also going to Korea this summer as well. So I don't know if that's a good thing to sell him for that trip if that's on the cards. And I don't know if he will be going to Saudi. He'll want to go to Saudi. So whether that deal is even realistic is another thing. He probably could feel in a year or two's time he can still make it. He can still go to a team like in Saudi or a different team. So there's no need to rush it. Maybe he might feel so. I don't know.
Hasn't he made it clear though that that's not a step that he wants to take in his career?
He has. That's what I was about to say. He is. Last time there's rumours, he was like categorically, I'm not going to the Saudi league. And also the bit that concerns me about that is when it's Spurs want to reshape. When have we ever reshaped? You've got to, if we lose Sonny, you've got to bring in genuine quality.
But that's our highest earner, isn't it? Out of the
it's our highest earner. But you look at it. If you're replacing Sonny with Matthias Tell, you lose so much. Again, it's potential that could be there.
But on the flip side, he did say, Sonny, he stayed here for 10 years because he wanted to get that trophy.
Yep.
And that was the reason he wanted to break that. He wanted to be part of the team who did it. That was a big reason why he stayed. And now he has done it. Could there be a sense of his job is done here?
Yeah, there is a sense of that, but he's got to go where he's going to want to go. And if he doesn't want to go to Saudi and the offers don't come in from elsewhere, then he's not going to go.
He's still our
captain. And I think we can agree that Son definitely comes across as a guy that isn't all about the money.
100%.
He won't be like, right, they're going to give me...
Trust me, he gets plenty of it in Korea. He gets plenty.
That's what I'm saying. He's not going to need to go to...
Sponsored by everything.
Literally, when we were in Korea, every billboard, every kind of different shop or different brand that we saw all had Sonny all over it.
Yeah, he's not short for cash.
Exactly. And but do you know what? If Sonny himself decides, I want to leave this summer, should Sonny say that, then I hope Spurs respect it. If Sonny has had words and said, you know what, this is the perfect way to say goodbye, I delivered a trophy, now I want to go to pastures new, I just hope Spurs respect that. Like you see with Man City when they got rid of Mahrez or whatever, and they let him go for cheap. Obviously, Man City are in a different stratosphere to us financially, but it's like, thank you for your service. You helped us win the treble, the this, the that. Off you go to your new pastures. We won't stand in your way. I would hope if and when Sonny gets to that time, Tottenham do the same.
I'll tell you what, though, what's definitely not happening is Tottenham are not going to Korea without Son on pre-season.
What could you imagine?
That is 100 million% for sure.
Well, the thing is, he's there as well, isn't he? Like they did last time, he's already there. and he welcomes the team at the airport.
Yeah.
So he's already there. Yeah, I can't see it. What's the dates that we're in Korea? July.
We are there. They haven't announced the dates yet, but I think it will. I think it will be the back end of July. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just can't see it, can you? Although not Kim Min Jae. Who was the? I'm so sorry, I forgot.
Yang Min-hyuk.
Yang Min-hyuk. Yeah. He'll be there. Obviously, he's not a massive fish compared to Sonny, but obviously there is that Korean connection and counterpart. But yeah, who knows with Sonny? But like we said, right now it is just social media, and the rumour mill is, as always, in overdrive when it comes to Tottenham Hotspur. And what with all the news about the board and Cullen and Ange, it's relentless, isn't it?
And also, if Son was to leave, there is no chance he can go out the back door like Harry Kane. He needs to get a proper send-off from this football club in front of the fans at the stadium. That's the only way to let Son leave this club. He needs to go out with that kind of proper goodbye to the fans.
And another thing that would need to happen, Ben Sim, is if Sonny was to go, or when he goes, we need his ready-made replacement ready to walk through the door before he goes, or literally instantly after.
It's Matthias Tell. That's his replacement.
That'll just show. I mean, that will just. You know,
well,
I mean,
but you say that, but he would be our highest earner, and I'm surely that would be replaced by someone.
Maybe an Eze.
Maybe it would be an Eze.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
So you're looking at it, right? If, let's say, argument's sake, Son was to leave this summer, and Romero to leave this summer, that's 3 out of the 4 of our highest earners off the books this summer.
That's also, if that was to happen, Ben, that's 2 of the 4 leaders.
2 of the 4 leaders as well.
4 leaders, yeah.
And you need to replace them. And I will say one thing: if we are
there, Richie's in as one of our highest earners.
Richie's in the top 7.
He's in the top 7.
It's going to be one of these mad summers. But I tell you what,
if you don't replace these players properly.
We could
you have got next to a relegation squad there. I'm not joking.
The thought of him leaving now he's won that trophy is not nearly as heart-aching
100%.
as the thought now of him would have left leaving without a trophy,
100%.
which it was beforehand, and there was obviously talks of it.
Yeah.
So if he does leave, it's like, as much as it'll break my heart, he's won that trophy, and we can all like leave satisfied rather than before, where it's like how Kane left, where it's like he'd left without that trophy, and it's still that he never got what he should have got at this football club. Whereas Sonny, he's got that, even though probably should have more trophies, he's got that trophy over the line, and he can now leave like having fulfilled what he should have at this football club.
But Sonny now if he was to leave, he leaves in the same stature as players like Graham Roberts, as players like, big 100%. Captains for us that have won a major trophy. He's up there with the Steve Perrymans and the Danny Blanchflowers of this football club. He is etched in the history books of this football club as a winning captain.
What I will say with Sonny is I want him to win more trophies at Spurs, because I need to see more drunk, sweary Sonny. That was of all the versions of Sonny, that is my most favourite.
I fucking love you. We fucking won the Europa League.
If we had done like bets on who's going to swear first and who's going to be, I don't think anyone would have said Heung-min Son, because of how polite and wonderful and courteous he is. But when he did that, I was just like, okay. I loved it. Seeing the joy on his face, and he's always smiling. He's just infectious, isn't he? Yeah. He's just infectious. I think losing him, if we were to, not just on the pitch, off the pitch, it's a massive, massive blow for Spurs.
So, I firmly believe Sonny will still be here next season, though.
Yeah,
I do believe that.
I do believe that as well. He's going to want to win the Super Cup. And then we can have some more fun with Arsenal fans, which is what it's all about. That's what I'm doing this summer, just lapping up their tears and enjoying the glory of winning a trophy. What will be will be. But like I said, I don't think Sonny goes. I don't, and especially if Romero was to go, I can't see us letting 2 of the leadership team go, whoever they may be. Yeah. I just cannot see it happening.